All right, all right. See, sometimes I have to click to get Farming Simulator to actually show on the screen here. Options, maybe? There we go. All right, all right. Looks like I have at least one concurrent viewer. I'm assuming maybe that's you, Nick. Nirvana, you know. So I'll wait just a second. Oh, we'll kind of talk through a little bit of what my plan is for the stream today. So basically, my main plan is, of course, we're going to do the first harvest per the, the thumbnail and the description of the video. That's definitely the main thing we're going to do, but we're going to continue growing the farm as well. I've kind of found some ways to make some money quickly. So we're going to try to do that tonight. Mainly try to, we're going to harvest the wheat, get that out of the way, and then we're actually are going to go ahead and plant the grass. We're going to build the other cow pen, basically, that's for the younger cows that can't make milk yet. That way we don't have all 20 young cows that can't even make milk. We're feeding TMR. We can move them to the smaller pen or whatever, and then only feed them hay, and you're saving a lot of money. You're not having to make all this stuff, spend all the money to make TMR, or spend silage and all that to make it. So that'd be very useful. I want to verify real quick that my chat link is still working. I just want to make sure that, yeah, okay, looks like the chat is just chilling right now, which is totally fine. So with that out of the way, I am going to go ahead and jump in, really actually get the gameplay going. So we're going to go ahead and jump into Snarky Farms, exactly where we left off last stream, last Thursday. We're going to continue off of that, and yes, that is correct. I played 6 hours last week in one night. I think I went to bed like around 3 almost. 2:45, I think, technically. I thought I set the difficulty to medium, though. I don't remember setting it to easy. So we're just going to go ahead and load right in. I did kind of make some tweaks to my camera. I like this animated frame around me, but I could not find on Own 3D like a vertical version. Because like if I rotated the frame, well then now this little diamond underneath me would be like to one of the sides and it just wouldn't look right. But they have one frame that's only just like the bottom bar right here. There's not the rest of the frame around it. So I've been thinking maybe I'll use that because I want to swap to a vertical camera. What are you doing, dogs? Y'all okay? They're freaking out. Yeah, so I done some research, found some ways to make some quicker money. Found out there's actually collectibles on the map. Each map has 25 collectibles, and you can get $10,000 per collectible. I know where one of them is. It's actually on the property you start off owning, assuming you set to have a start farm. So as soon as this gets loaded in, which I regret, I meant to go ahead and get loaded in before I even started this stream, but I figured maybe it'd be best just to load it in so you can see like, what the plan is here. You see it does mention a loan down there, which I think may be one thing we take advantage of as well. We're definitely going to be taking advantage of leases as we get going tonight. So here we go. Now we do have $11,000, which I didn't even consider. But anyways, so our plan here, we do want to go ahead and get the harvest done. But the first thing I want to do actually is go over here to the collectibles. My concurrent viewers went down to 0, so I don't know what that's about. But again, though, it's not exactly live. I'll need to jump over here to the next row. Between fields 5 and 4 back here, you have the shed. And, there's this nice little area. You can drop like a greenhouse or something back here. But there's actually a collectible in this shed. If we claim this collectible, you get $10,000. There's 25 of these there are 25 different items. They don't look the same. They're totally different. And it's on every map in the game. But here you go. See, you're over collectible. I think you just click on it. Or what do you have to do? Collect as R. There you go. Boom. And then you get $10,000 for it. So just like that, we just gained $10,000. Easy peasy. There are a couple of videos out there, people kind of walking through them, one of which doesn't have audio. So I think I may record a video, an edited video at some point, walking through how to locate all of these or where they all are. But that's that. But so let's go ahead and get the harvest started. And yes, we just left the header attached because, again, in my opinion, there's no reason not to attach it. Now, I may not even use AI right now for these fields. I may just do it myself. If I can back up the right direction, it'll be good. And then, yep, swath is on. Beautiful. That's what we want. So I'll just go ahead and get to cruising. And then once it gets full, I may set AI to finish harvesting this field. And then I would go get the trailer myself. But anyways, I hope everybody's had a good week so far. It is Wednesday, middle of the week, hump day. So I hope everybody's had a good week thus far. You know, we got Thanksgiving coming up here in about a week, next Thursday. Which I don't know yet if I will be streaming at all next week. Because my work, I just get Thursday and Friday off. I don't get like, oh, let's let that swath in. There we go. I only get Thanksgiving and Black Friday off. I don't get like Wednesday or the rest of the week off. But then, you know, schools are out, so my wife will have to be teaching. So just kind of depends, because my mother-in-law's not going to keep our kid, then I may not stream on Thursday. I just don't really know the plan yet, so don't be surprised if I don't stream next week. Just be looking out for that first Thursday of December. I should be streaming for sure. But it's also possible I actually stream again later this week. I'm not really sure yet. We'll kind of do like both of these fields at the same time, actually. But yeah, so I could potentially stream again this week. Just kind of depends on what the plan is. My wife is sick. She has pneumonia and strep throat. Very nice combination. So she won't be teaching the rest of the week, I don't think. She might teach Friday if she's feeling any better, but I would not be surprised if she doesn't. But my mother-in-law is keeping my kid today because of that. So I was free tonight to go ahead and get the gameplay in. And then my wife was going to go to a craft fair, but, you know, she found out she's sick. That was supposed to be tomorrow night. So it was going to have to be just me and my kid for, I didn't know until when tomorrow night. So I knew I probably couldn't stream Thursday night. So I planned on just maybe not even streaming this week. But then she turned up being sick. And then my mother-in-law said, hey, I'll keep him tonight. So I wound up being free to actually stream tonight because I didn't know if I could tomorrow. So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and make the thumbnail and get it all set up. So I did. And I texted the thumbnail and the link to my friends. Which, I mean, so far there is one person in there, which I assume is my friend, but he's usually somewhat active in chat, but who knows? He could just be listening at the moment, might not be able to chat. That's totally fine. The AI is not very good at taking these sharp turns. It really likes really smooth, like bigger radius type of turns. It doesn't like sharp turns like that. Like these rectangles, it wouldn't do very well. And then when we get to the road, we're not going to drive straight across, I don't think. Well, I mean, I could. Yeah, I may just drive straight across, actually. One thing I do want to do, though... steering assist, show lines on. There we go. Then, was it to lock on again? I'm trying to remember. Disable straw lift, honk. H, yeah. That way, if you show lines, then your AI can bail all this stuff a lot better. I don't know why I just jumped. There we go. So we're going to follow the lines. Because we are actually going to bale all this straw. We're going to lease a baler and go ahead and get all this straw baled up. It will be worth either selling or putting into our dairy farm. If we put it in there, we will get manure, but you won't actually collect manure unless you build a silo extension for the manure. There we go. We've already actually done that pass over there, so we'll do this pass. go. We'll just hold on the forward key and it'll just go, go, go. Now, I doubt it's going to like this corner. It's a little sharp. There we go. Lock on. And there we go. Because later, whenever I do like a AI can bail, but they can't pick up the bails, you have to manually pick up the bails. Back in 22, there was a mod that the AI workers could then pick up the bails, like in the GPS mod. So that part of the GPS mod is not in the base game for 24. Or I mean for 2025. Everybody wish, you know, kind of thought maybe it would happen, but hey, at least we have some form of GPS, which is really nice. AI, again, is just so much better working the fields now. Yep, I'm doing 2 headlands here. Why is it not locking on? It beeped at me, but it didn't do anything. There we go. All right, cruising. But yeah, we got some big plans to grow the farm tonight. But first, we're going to go ahead and do all this harvesting, which I'm wondering, I may just go ahead and set AI to harvest this. And then that way we can kind of look at doing some other stuff while AI is handling this. So let me finish this right here. Get all this in a single row. Don't want the straw to be funky. I like to keep it all lined up. We'll hold H. Swap to AI worker. Start with, sure, that's fine. Hit OK, and he should figure out. We'll activate. You know, he should figure out where we left off and then pick right back up. Yep. You should keep the swath on. I don't think they will turn off the swath since I had it on. Yeah, beautiful. Good deal. So, first of all, I want to show you one thing with our cows. So we go over here. We have 10 that are 28 months old, but then 10 that are 0. And right now, you know, we have to feed them TMR. So the cows will automatically eat the, you know, the best food that's available to them. So that means even these 0-month-old, even though they can't make milk or anything, they are actively eating the TMR as well. They don't eat meadow, even though they should eat meadow. So what we're actually going to be doing, which we can actually afford now with $21,000, so we might as well go ahead and do it, is, let's see, Shift P to build. We want to get these smaller cow pen just so we can store our juveniles in. Now, I haven't decided what's going to go in this area, so I'd rather not place it there, but that may just have to be the best available spot to us right now. I mean, I could, like, plop it in the middle of a field, but I'd rather not take up any field space. It looks like we could put it... Not place a fence here. I think it's because of... Yeah, so you can build a fence around... You can have the shed inside the cow pen. That's hilarious. We're going to build the cow pen, like, here, basically. I might place it even, like, up to here, like, around this driveway. And then we can... Do I want to customize the fence? Well, hold on. Oh, I went ahead and placed it. Okay. I was looking at the capacity. Capacity is only 7. See, that's why I wanted to look. But that's okay. We are good. We can sell it. I mean, it's not... Well, yeah, see, you sell it for what it's even worth, so you don't lose money. With the bigger farm, with the bigger cow pen, you actually will lose money compared. So because it only holds, right now, 7, we are going to make it a little bit bigger. That almost inclines me to rotate this puppy around. Maybe put it, like, right here. If I do that, there's an only way for us to loop around. I like the way it's rotated this way, and then we might just see how we can mess with the fence some more. We'll customize the fence. See, I like having a clean driveway through here, so we're going to let that exist there. And then we're just going to try to hug the road. See where it'll get me. Let's see if I can see where the fence is at. Area's restricted. I must be off of my property a little bit. Okay, so I don't know what happened there. Like, charged me for it. I don't know what the heck actually just happened there. I'm gonna replace this. I don't like that at all. I'm having trouble here. Because I want to modify the fence, but I don't have not quite enough money, so we may have to wait to do this. What's my AI doing? What? Oh, he's full. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's see. Who wants to grab? Where is the trailer? I think it's back in the shed that it starts off with. I liked putting it there, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Looks like we have a second viewer joining us. Appreciate you joining. We've just kind of started the harvest right now. AI is working on the field, but our harvester just got full, so we have to go ahead and do our first trip. I'm not going to be doing a ton of grains. This is just the first harvest. We're going to do grain, but then after that, we're going to swap to grass, I believe. We're going to sell some of it, but for now, as far as the wheat's concerned, we're going to sell some of it, but not until it actually hits its peak price. Then we'll sell some of it, but we are also going to be storing some because I do want to, at some point, have chickens, so I want to keep some wheat on hold for that. Then it'll just automatically start dumping. Now, it is a small trailer. So I don't know if we can hold more than the harvester can actually hold, or what exactly. If it holds close to what the harvester can hold, then that would be okay by me. Like, this doesn't have to be a huge trailer. This would be the point, having a big old trailer that you can't even really utilize all the way. So if this does fill this entire trailer up, that's okay. And this is looking close to empty anyways. I'm gonna pull forward. You notice it does kind of distribute a little bit. There we go. So we'll go ahead and run over to our silo. Because I don't think it peaks. It shouldn't peak until like January. We're going to look real fast at prices. Because wheat, again, it should not... I think it only has one peak during the year. It doesn't have two. Some crops and items do have two peaks, but this one doesn't. Yeah, December. That's what I thought. We were at the very low point. This is the price per 1,000 liters. So we are at the very low point, almost there. So we're going to wait until December to actually sell any of this anyways. But we can go ahead and at least store it, get it off the field. And then we're going to lease some equipment so we can actually do a full-on field prep to really get that yield bonus. Get rid of the weeds and all that too. Pull up, and we're going to start overloading. Just want us to store all this. Yeah, remember, we only got to sell like one trailer of wheat when we first started the game. When we finished the guided tour, the last thing we had to do for it, basically. And it wasn't even peak price then, so we haven't been able to sell any crops until now, finally. So hopefully we have a really good return. Let me see how full... Yeah, it's at 11%. So yeah, it's pretty even on how much the trailer can hold and how much the harvester can hold. I don't know why I keep struggling on saying harvester. Anyway, so that's cool. So we're going to harvest. We want to store ourselves some wheat. We want to build the field for the young cows, which I kind of did, but I kind of messed up, so we're going to wait on that for a second. And then eventually we'll move the young cows. I do want to combine fields 3 and 4 right here into one bigger field. Because to me, it's just easier to harvest one big field versus having to deal with a driveway in the middle. Plus, AI can't recognize... because like AI can still run a combined field if you combine 3 and 4. So it'd be nice to be able to combine them. Let's see, we're going to do all the field prep so we can plant grass at 100% yield bonus. then we may sell some unwanted buildings slash equipment, which I don't think there's really a lot of equipment necessarily. One thing I do want to sell, it's not going to be much money, is that trailer for the header over there. There's just no reason to keep it around because of how narrow the header is for that harvester. It's not that wide. It's only 6 meters. So in my perspective, it's just, let's just sell that trailer. It's just not doing anything for us. Then we claimed the collectible in the shed that gave us $10,000. So that's nice. We may try to find some more. I kind of know generally where a couple of more are from a video I watched earlier today. So we may grab some more of those. But yeah, so right now, not really much for us to do. I could go ahead and start baling. If I go over here, we could go ahead and lease a baler. Over here. And it should tell us. Why is it jumping around? We want to do round bales. These all do just, oh, because I click square regular. So it's nice that they broke it down. Before it was only like one single list, and it showed you the combined, square and rounds and everything else. This is a new one. Baler turns loose strawgrass or hay. Yeah, this is a new baler for sure. I think this one is too. That's interesting looking. 125 centimeters. Suppress poplar into bales. Interesting. Okay. 125. 125. All of them say like 120 horsepower, which I believe our other smaller tractor does that. We don't need to wrap the straw, so we can release, do these small ones. I don't think any of them. They used to have balers that could also wrap. But now they don't really have balers that wrap at the same time, it looks like. For at least for round balers, maybe square balers do, but I didn't see any that do. Just crazy to me. The bale wrapper wraps specific goods automatically. Okay, that's what this one does. Does this one wrap it too? Yeah, bale wrapper. Okay, so they are. Full turns. Yeah, okay, cool. So they do actually bale and wrap. Just sell it. What are you thinking I should just sell? Just sell the wheat. Yeah, I mean, that might be the best way anyways right now, just to go ahead and get a little bit extra money to do what I'm trying to do. Let's see how much it is just at least, because it's 125 centimeter bales. As long as you bale all the same size, are easy to stack. Because there is a stacking trailer, you can't hold 125 and 150. It's either or. You can't have two different size bales loaded up in the same time. So as long as you just all bale 150 or all 125, it doesn't matter. I think I want to do smaller bales, so we'll go ahead. This one can't wrap it, but that's okay. So go customize. How much to lease this for a single day? $3,000. Yeesh. All right, well, right now I like your idea just to go ahead and sell a single load. So let's just at least sell the first couple loads, and then maybe we save the rest. I don't know, because you're looking at per 1,000 liters too. The current market is what, like $200 per 1,000 liters? So the hindsight, that's not a ton. Did not mean to tab. I do need to tab again. Go to our map here. I'll tell you what, let's look and see if there's any better prices. So here you can see the best price is the farmer's market right now. And if you don't know where anything is, you just tell it to tag place. And then you'll get a nice marker on the screen and on the map as to where to go. Which I have not actually gone to the farmer's market yet on this map. Now there is another cheeky way to make money. It worked in 22, maybe even 19, and it still applies to 25 as well. If you're trying to make some quick money, now maybe you have to take out a loan to do this. You can buy a field that's ready to harvest it, so you make that little bit of money or whatever to store it for later to sell or do whatever with. Then you turn around and sell the land, and when you sell land, you get the full price that you paid for it back. So essentially, you do what they call field flipping. So like this wheat looks ready to harvest. So if I really wanted to, I could buy this field, harvest the wheat to store it and sell later at a good price or do whatever with that, and then turn around and sell the land. So essentially, I can make, from that small field, maybe like $3,000 or something. And so you make a $3,000 profit, you sell it, and then you get all of your money back plus an extra $3,000 you got from harvesting it, and that's basically it. I have not even been to this farmer's market before, but it looks like you just go to this next intersection. I'm guessing, yeah, it's somewhere off in that. It's pretty good. Pretty cool. Watch me be like way off base of where to go, and there's like some other part of the map entirely. Yeah, it looks like we may have had to check the map actually. It looks funky. Ah, okay. So we need to go back here, get back on the main road, cross the bridge, and all that stuff. Okay. Which, if you really want to, which is what I'm thinking to do, over here to the map. Let's see. How did you do it before? Farmland, create job. Yeah, create job. Here you go. Select a vehicle to create a job. You create a job. Unloading station, bakery. Oop. Farmer's market. No looping. Start job. Before, you would click on where the map where you wanted to go. But now it is driving. The AI is now driving over to the farmer's market. Because it's a little bit farther away than I thought it was, we can send AI over there. Meanwhile, you just finished this field, so we can run over to the next one. And, so Ryan, I hope you're doing well, man. So we're still trying to get all this done. And we're still, eventually, we'll be baling all this straw. Once you, cultivate the field, all the straw will go away. So you want to go ahead and bale the straw, or unless you just don't want the straw at all, then you can get rid of it. But, because you can turn swathing off if you would like to. There we go, blah, blah, blah. Yes, yes. Okay. We'll let AI rip on this field too, but it's going to be full pretty soon. I don't have another trailer. And see where he's going. Yeah, that farmer's market is not very close. You see how the AI traffic now will zoom past you? This truck coming by. Oh, we'll see mid truck. And they did add more construction products and productions in Farm Sim 25, which is pretty cool. I could eventually get into constructing into that little industry as well in the game at some point, but we'll see. And there's a very nice limed field if you can, you know, almost looks like powdered snow or, you know, powdered sugar or something covering that field. That's what lime fields look like. So somebody's been field prepping. But Ryan, man, how's the mail running been going? Because I know getting ready, holiday coming up next week. I bet you're having, because it seems to me that Black Friday deals are starting to become, you know, come available online earlier and earlier. So I know some people are already kind of shopping for holidays right now. So I mean, I assume, man, you're having to deal with a lot of extra packages this week already. What is that little random row it just tried to do? I don't know why he did that right there. I don't know what that's about. Okay, I'll take over. We're almost there now. If I recall, I know on some maps, these farmer markets are actually, are kind of like realistic in that they actually rely on you to come drop off things for people to even, like, be there, for things to even be in the farmer's market. As you can see, all those slots are empty right now. So hopefully by dropping off wheat at the farmer's market, we can kind of liven this place up a little bit. See what we get for a single load of this stuff. Again, this is not max prices, but we should get a decent pocket change here. There we go, almost $7,000 for a load. So that's a really nice deal, especially for this little trailer. That's pretty good, and I bet you we're about to get one, probably another load here in a minute. So I'm willing to bet you, can I squeeze through here? I guess we're about to find out. Nope. I thought that was made to like drive through, but apparently just for cars. Not intended for through traffic, apparently. So we'll back out of here real fast. That stinks. It looks like there's also a little buy point right here. I don't know what you would... What's even available? I'm curious. What's available? Lime, solid fertilizer. Interesting. This is kind of way out of my way, so I doubt I'd come back here just for some lime and fertilizer, but good to know, I suppose. There's a playground. I wonder if the playground's actually a buildable item. That's interesting. And now we'll do the same thing. We'll go to map, create job, select a vehicle, say here, set destination. Here we go. Now we can click on where we want to go. So we just want to get it. And then you can say which way you want to get it oriented. I want to have it parked that way. All right, so now I can start making its way over here, and I bet you, yep, this thing is full. I'm wondering, because of how long it takes to get over there to sell. Well, first of all, let's see if there's any locations that are still closer distance. Got 1,000 feet for 20 extra bucks. Let's see, that's only $4 less. Grain barge terminal. We might go to the grain barge terminal. That's gonna be so much quicker to go back and forth. Save us a ton of time. We'll go back to the map, see where he... I mean, obviously it hasn't been long at all, just a couple seconds. Yeah, he's making his way back, so we'll let him get back. And then he's going to go over to the terminal instead. The barge terminal... it said only 1,000. Yeah. So next time, all we got to do is go here. Go to the barge terminal. It's going to be a lot closer to sell all this. Man. Yeah, I do like how he at least made some money back here. And I'm still thinking we may go ahead and lease the baler while we're sitting here. Hit P. Customize. Lease. Yes. Alright, let's go get the baler. We'll let this guy do the baling. Well, this one has a faster cruising speed. I think next time, too, this should be the one hauling the wagon. Let the John Deere run the baler. That's probably what we'll do. Oh, there goes the UPS man. Not to be confused with USPS. Oh, take that sign. We don't need you here. So we've already been streaming for like 30 minutes. It's pretty decent. Pretty decent. Oh, there's our guy. See you at the farm, man. I won't be too far behind. There's the extra bell we had. We were making TMR last stream. I'll just leave it there. Still. When we're ready, we'll actually need to lease the bale loader. So for now, we're just going to have to run the baler. Our round bale net. So you get 3s. Yeah, so whenever you're baling now, the nets, so, you know, depending on what size or what shape you're doing, either round or square, You know, you'll then use either round or square nets. You'll only be able to do so many bales before the net runs out, and then you have to go buy more net. So they've added that little step of realism as well. And then bale wraps to make silage. It is also a consumable item now. Before, you just buy the wrapper, and that's it. You don't have to buy more wrap or anything. It was just infinite. Let's see, I can get around this guy. Yeah. So whenever you are baling, which we'll start over here, which again, this will not be the tractor for it. We'll attach here. Thank you. We're gonna get these dudes set up with the right job. This is a faster tractor. The AI is stuck on each other. The AI went to pass me when I was turning. I guess he didn't use his blinker. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, so we're gonna have this guy pull the baler, I believe. We'll stop. Attach the trailer. And then we'll get AI started on baling. There we go. First thing we need to check on is the tool width. So if we go over here, hold H, 6 meter tool width. So whenever we get the baler set up, go over to your field. Get it kinda started. Kinda, sorta. Okay. Hold H. Alright, worker, we want to change the work width to 6. Okay. For whatever reason, it's still not wanting to... AI should bail. No field detected. Let me move away from the other field, maybe, and see if we can get this going. Why is it not wanting to do it? Huh. Okay, well, I guess we want to do this manually, which is not what I expected. We'll just start here. Oh, maybe you had to lower. And then can you do it? Okay. So it's just not wanting to work for whatever reason. And you have to swing it wider to pick up all this. Turning with the baler is really annoying if you're trying to be effective and pick this all up. H to lock on. You can see though, because we matched our tool width, I mean, it pretty much looks like there's a small offset because this is the row I did myself. But we'll see. I may have to... Yeah, all my lines are a little off. Oh, that's why. It didn't save my setting. There we go. That's my problem. Oops, that's okay. We'll clean that back up later. But anyways, let's go ahead and get... You know, can't get AI to do that, apparently. I can at least send AI with the trailer. So it is what it is. For some reason... I mean, I know it works. I saw other people do it on their videos. AI can bale. You just can't pick up the bales. So I don't know why it's not wanting to recognize that field right now. You can dump it. There you go. You like it? It's pretty cool to me too. Whenever they're filling up your trailer, the highest part of the stack or the pile, that when it's unloading, you know, actually showing like where it lands. So if I move up, then the back will rise more and kind of even out. So I like that little bit of added realism too. You just go back and forth to kind of make it even. If you want to go to left or right, you could, but I'm not worried about that. Because it's not legit, you know, it's not real. It's not going to fall out. There we go. Let's see, so let me... Alright, get this situated. And then you have to go to the map here. Set destination. Create a job. Grain, barge terminal 2. A looping job, that means he'll come back here. That's exactly what we want to do. And we'll say deliver. Start. And now he'll go sell that. And I can get back to bailing. Easy peasy. To be honest, if I miss a little bit of straw like I have already, I'm not too concerned about it. Nope. That beep is letting me know the baler is almost full. Try to back it up into position here. There you go, that's pretty clean. Lock on, and then when it hits 100, we'll have to stop and even back up a second. Let's see, unload baler. There used to be a auto unload, but it doesn't look like that's an option. Dang, so that's not automatic anymore. That kind of sucks, honestly. That's crazy. Maybe it's just this baler doesn't have an auto. Maybe the better balers do. I'm not really sure. Lock on. All I gotta do is keep holding the gas forward, and then it'll pick it up for you. And there you go. And we're waiting for AI to come back. Speaking of, I want to see where he's at right now. He's almost there. I want to watch AI unload this real fast. I'm curious to see, you know, how smart the AI is for unloading and everything. Because it puts the marker at the door. Well, is he going to be smart enough to go, like, actually where the unload point is? Ooh. See how he does it. Yeah, my hands are not touching it right now. It's fully the AI. Yep, it backs up. Money goes into the account. Beautiful. All right, let's tab back over. And we'll just keep on chugging then. Oh, I picked it. Oh, if we rotate over here? Trying to see if there's a way. Turn on automatic drop. There we go. So there is a way. It's just sometimes you have to highlight the tool itself on the selection under the control group. You have to hit G to swap over to the, more specifically, the baler. But now it should automatically unload. Back up a little bit. I wonder now, then can I hire AI? No. It's so weird. I don't understand why that's not working. There's a big old pile of straw right here. You can barely get over it. There we go. Then we'll sell all this straw and make a pretty decent penny on that. Not all of it, but probably most of it, honestly. Just being real there. Go to the vertical. Lock on. Then we'll go run back through once we're done with this field and clean up these little spots that I missed. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and chug along. Pop it in reverse. Hit H. It should keep on picking it up. Which to me, the animation for the pickup is not nearly as good. In 22, you could see the hay and straw physically roll up in it. But now you just see it kind of disappearing as it goes over it. Which kind of stinks, honestly. You would have thought they would have improved the animation a little bit, but instead they made it worse. So it's kind of a little bummer. Now, if you don't want to deal with all this straw, you can turn off the swath and not have all this straw laying out. But if you keep straw, you can use it to make manure. Or you can also do what I'm doing and bale the straw and sell it. Oh, there's our trailer. Yo, watch, it goes right back to the point we left it. So that's pretty cool. Get close to bale. Whoop. A little bit more. Back it up so we don't miss a spot. And keep going. We're almost done with the headlands now. We just have this one last horizontal. Then I'll get these headlands done, and then I'll just have the up and downs left. Get through that. We can get off of that. We'll just loop around, I think, to line back up. And then there we go. Check on the other AIs. Oh yeah, it's only 60% full, so we have a minute. I'm disappointed though with the animation, man. I don't know why they made the animation worse. Trying to pick up these little, at least some of these little bits that I missed. Get in position again. Lock on. And onward. So we're about to make a lot of money, but it takes a lot of time. But it will be worth it. For sure, it'll be worth it. And the bale stacker can hold 24 bales. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. I bet you we have at least 6, 7, maybe 8. Is what we'll end up with from this field alone. The next field's a little smaller, so that one might have like 6, maybe something like that. Let's hit 13. Sorghum we won't do. Straw, I think we could do straw for sorghum. I may pass on it. Plus that big field may have 24 itself. That's gonna be a lot of straw. Oh, I see our... Oh, nope, AI is done over here. Cool. You can only harvest one thing at a time, is what it is. I'll tell you what, though. We're not even going to worry... Well... No. Let's say, oh, let's go dump it in the silo. Well, no, it's kind of a waste. Kind of, sort of. Because you can only load wheat or, like, you know, any particular crop into a trailer at one time. You can't have, you know, a mix. I mean, could you imagine trying to do that in real life anyways, right? Like, that would make no sense. So we'll just let him continue on for the wheat. Go over here to AI for this big old field. Number of headlands, I don't think it matters. We'll do... Sure, we'll do 3. I don't really care. Start with the headlands. And then we'll hit H to higher. Then, yep, he's going to get going to that closest one he can do. And then we'll just keep on baling. don't even really have to lock on with these. If you just want to, like, you know, you can just drive and kind of guesstimate, leave the line on and not even lock onto it, and then you'll be able to do it. See, because you would just line that line up like with the middle ish, like where that little peak in the front of your hood is, or like where the middle of that weight hanger is. That could be where you line it up. Like, you don't have to lock on at all. Like, I'm sure you could very easily manually do this, but I'm just like utilizing the new GPS tool personally, because I didn't do mods and still don't do mods. So it's cool that they added this as an actual feature, because I like to get the achievements, so I don't really care to do mods. If I can figure out a way to like have another account that I could have mods in and still be able to play normally on my channel, and then do like we do videos on mods and stuff, that would be cool. But this will be my legit pay through. Like, I don't want to lose my ability to get achievements, so I'd rather not turn it off, at least for this account. Go, got that row. I'll go ahead and lock on again. I didn't lock on for the last row, and you saw that was kind of no problem for me. Get this guy unloaded, thank you. And got all that. Swap to this row. There we go. Just don't understand why AI worker is not working. It should work. I don't understand. I don't know what that's about. Nope. Looks like the cows are going in to eat, though. It's supper time right now. Here we go. That's a full grain tank. All right, let's go fill up. Come on. Oh, get rid of the worker. There we go. I was like, why is it not going? Good grief. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and go grab this next load here. So I'm curious, though, is anybody else right now watching started playing Sim 25 at all, or are y'all just watching me? Because, I mean, I bet, you know, being a player, it'd be fun to play along as I'm playing, too. But again, I totally understand if people haven't bought it yet. You know, hopefully it could end up on, like, a, you know, playing on Steam. Steam usually has a lot of Black Friday sales for games, so even though this game is super new, maybe they'll be having it as a Black Friday deal at some point too. That'd be cool. We'll see. It is 9:55. I am going to go ahead and crack open this zero cal monster I've had sitting here for a minute. I wanted to go ahead and grab it, but didn't really want to touch it until I was ready for some energy, because I don't know exactly how long I'll stream. Definitely at least until we finish the harvest, and maybe even get the field prep and planting done for the grass. And hopefully the next stream I'll have a good video showing you guys how to cut grass. Because what's nice about grass is if you plant it at the right time, you can get 3 harvests of grass in a year. And any other crop, the best you'll get is 2 harvests. So grass is definitely the best way to maximize your profits, like in a year, as far as like a crop is concerned, not a production, but just as a crop itself. But there's going to be a lot more manual work you'll have to do, a lot of work that AI can't do, like picking up the bales. And so far it looks like baling may have to be AI too if it won't recognize it, but maybe just having a problem with that field. I keep forgetting. Go over here. Then you have to click on the tractor. You could click on this other tractor or a different tractor you have. Anyways, you go to create a job, deliver, and it saves the last place you went to. Then you say start job. And now it's going to loop back to here, which is okay because it's going to be closer to this harvester. So let it come back to where it is. And while that's doing that, then we can go back over here and keep baling. And then your baler kind of controls the speed you can go. Because typically these tractors that you're hauling the baler with can actually go faster. Yeah, I thought it was quiet. Anytime you reverse, you lose the line. Does it pick it up too? Okay, cool. I just totally lost my train of thought, actually. But yeah, so hopefully we'll finish up baling this field. We can turn my lights off. It's broad daylight. What are you doing? Okay. Get back around. We're almost done baling this field. It'll be really nice. Lock on. And then I'm not even going to worry about picking up these little bitty specks of stuff I missed. All that I'm totally fine with just leaving. Look at this last little row. Let me guess. So crazy to me. I don't understand why it's not working. Because again, it'll show lines for me, but then it won't do it for AI. So I don't know what that's about. Very frustrating. I hope you can see my money jumping up. So AI just got over to the barge. Well, at least the bales scoot back a little bit better. In 22, you know, it's easy to stop paying attention and then have to back up after you drop the hay bale. And before, like, the hay bale would, like, the baler would roll up on the hay bale and it'd be annoying to try to get out of, but it looks like they made that situation a little bit easier to get out. Come on. Come on. You can do it, little tractor. A little tractor that could, man. Its repair is at like 50%. Whoa. Okay, this is a manual line, it looks like. So we'll have to manually do this row. I just realized that. It's a little bit off back here. I'm sure that was me. I really like the straw deformation from driving on it. It's really cool. Then this one is very much on a line. So should be able to just lock onto this and then not really miss anything. We'll miss that little bit at the edge of the field, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, $32,000. So we've already made over $20,000 in the stream so far in an hour exactly. And that's before we've even done anything with our straw yet. Right now we're still just baling it. Plus we still have this field of sorghum left. So there's still a lot of crops to deal with right now. Okay, there's that row. Lock on. Easy peasy. 3 concurrent viewers now. Welcome. I appreciate y'all joining. Hope you're having a good week so far. We have our harvester working on the big field right now. I have another AI who's running the trailer back and forth for me. Meanwhile, we're baling all this straw. We'll keep some of it, but then some of it will go into our cow farm to get manure out of it, because if we have enough extra money, we're going to go ahead and build a silo. I'll forget it doesn't automatically turn on. It turns off every time you swap vehicle you're looking at. There we go. Whoop. Gotta dump this bell too, man. Scoot on back. There we go, lock back on. So yeah, one AI is actually doing the harvesting, another AI is running the trailer to load up that wheat that the other one's harvesting. Yeah, here he comes. He's gonna go right back to this driveway. Oh no. That's the old spot I sent him from. That's not the other spot. So that's interesting. Huh. Wonder why I did that. That's weird. I'll go ahead and snap to this line at least to get this. Yeah, I mean, we've already made $20,000 this stream in an hour. And that's without even selling the straw. Right now we're just collecting it and baling it all up to do something with. And to me, dealing with bales is a little bit easier because I will use some of this straw to make TMR. Instead of having to buy straw bales, we can at least make our own. Or use our own, rather. And that's like, you know, $800 something a bale. Now, granted, we use like one bale, I think. Or a half a bale for one batch of TMR. There we go, drop that off. Yeah, chat's been kind of quiet. Which last time my buddy Nick was really talking, so I guess just Nick's not kind of watching, which I mean, again, I totally get it. I mean, it's the middle of the week. So it's definitely been a work type of night, and I hope his new marriage is going well. Turn this off. Thank you. I was trying to loop around and then got distracted by trying to hit a button, and then that got me way off from what I was trying to do here. There we go. Turn on. If it's too quiet, it's probably because you turned off your baler by accident. Try to pick this up a little bit. Gonna run right here. You don't have to pick up every little bit, but I'm gonna pick up that little chunk. The full grain tank again already. Let's go. We'll go ahead and go fill up here. Dismiss AI. There we go. Go, go, go. Underlay, underlay. Our grain, our harvester is full. We gotta unload it. Sell that. Because like right now, I'm not even worried about selling it at max price. Because I was only looking at like, I think even less than $200 for 1,000 liters. I was like, oh, right now money's more important. Right now, I need the money in my pocket, so we're just gonna go ahead and sell it right now. If crop destruction was on, we'd be tearing up the crops as we're driving through, but I turned crop destruction off. Because to me, crop destruction can be annoying. But from what I understand, AI actually can't destruct the crops. So if you know you're going to be utilizing AI a lot, then it could be worth, you know, or okay with leaving the destruction on. But personally, I like to turn it off. So again, it's totally up to you how you like to play the game, you know. Especially, I mean, there is a multiplayer aspect now. Especially like if you're like me, you're just playing on your own server, then it's like, well, or you know, not multiplayer, just playing by yourself. It's like, well, you know what? If you have mods or whatever, that's whatever. Like to me, it doesn't matter. You're not affecting anybody else's gameplay. So you know, if you like playing modded, totally fine, man. You do you. Create a job again. Grain barge looping. Let's go ahead and make another $7,000. Why not? Say 7. It's like 6,950, I think, per load is what the sell price is. Well, it's a little bit lower because that was the price of the market, but it was only like $20-ish cheaper per 1,000 liters. So Still probably looking at like 60, what, 700 or 6,300, something like that. So not bad. And now we'll keep on bailing. And again, we're going to sell all these bales. Not all of them, but because we only need one load of TMR, like every 2 or 3 months, I think. So to get through a year, I only need to save like 4 of these bales. So we're going to be selling a lot of these, I think. You don't need straw for any other recipe except for TMR or to put in your barn for manure. Which I may not worry about doing that. But I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Because you can't even make or store manure at all without the manure silo added. I don't know. If I get enough money to get the manure silo extension built, then I probably will save more of these bales. But if I can't have enough extra money anyways to build a silo extension for manure, then I probably will sell all but like 4 or 5 of these straw bales. That's a big old pile. It should fill up here in just a second. There we go. Man, I'm curious, do you guys enjoy watching this as part of a stream? Or is this kind of boring to you? I'm kind of curious because the chat's been so quiet. And so far I've had a lot less viewers total than I had last week's stream. So I'm curious to see how you guys feel about this harvesting stuff. Or would this be better just like edited? To kind of decide what I may do is, instead of editing an entire stream all at once, I may kind of break out stream recordings to decent edited videos that are like 30 minutes a piece. So potentially I can, recording for like 6 hours. I wouldn't have 12 recordings. Let's say by the time I edit it, maybe I have like 10 or like even less, like 8 or something, 30 minutes ish recordings plus or minus, because it seems to be the most common or the most popular like play videos are somewhere between 30 and 45 minutes. Yeah, if you're having fun streaming and doing the stuff, why not do both? Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, so I mean, this is a good development of the farm. So I thought maybe more people would be watching tonight, but it's okay that there's not. Like, I don't hate people. Like I'm just wanting to entertain people. So, I mean, even if it is just one person watching, then I'm fine with doing it. I like talking. I like playing the game still, and so why not do both? Like you're saying, And I do remember you from last week's stream, so I hope you're doing well. So far this week at work has been okay, not too crazy. I have to get a project out tomorrow. It's a smaller project, and I think maybe for that project I have like 2 hours ish left to finish it up. There is 4 of us. Oh, okay, nice. Let's see, it's 11:10 p.m. out here east, so it's probably late for a bunch of people. Yeah, that's the thing too, because like I noticed for a lot of well, I guess like any gameplay, whether it's this game or like Black Ops or whatever, there's not a ton of night streamers. So I feel like I'm at least kind of maybe giving some people some entertainment. Either you're a late night person or you're a late night worker, maybe at least have a stream you can listen to or play along on the game with or whatever. And then yeah, there is 4 of you right now, so that's really good. Yeah, because like, I mean, this YouTube channel, I'm not trying to use this channel at all to make money. Now, I would like to somewhat get monetized at some point just to help do improvements for the channel without like money out of my own pocket, like to like upgrade my background or give me like a better editing software or something like that. But anyways, so again, if this YouTube channel doesn't get monetized, it's not going to hurt my feelings, because I mean the whole point to me is just to entertain people. Like, I enjoy the game, I like entertaining people or giving some people some sort of guidance on how to do something. So if it doesn't get monetized, it just is what it is, and I'm just gonna keep having fun playing the game. Like, that's totally fine. All right, so AI's kind of started. Yeah, I kept his lines. Because we did 3 headlands, we may be able to kind of mostly be out of his way. Let's see. Yeah, we're out of his way. That's cool. This is the last wheat field, but then we still have that small sorghum field. Field 4, I believe it is. Oop, too far, too far. This is the small baler. I can see at some point doing the bigger bales, but because of... If I get a bigger TMR mixer, it might be worth getting the bigger baler. But right now, I can only fit 1 size bale, 1 hay bale, you know, and like half of the straw bale to get the ratio right, and that's really all I can mix. Like, it'll get full. So I can't really do big bales right now. Oh, how did you get the combine to pile the straw instead of blowing it all over the place? Yeah, again, I appreciate anybody asking questions in the chat. I'll be glad to answer them. I'll show you real quick. So how you can change it, let's ditch the AI worker first of all. Get out of here. So if you look in the settings in the top left, you know, you see control group, you can select your tool or whatever, advanced controls, turn on harvester is B, pipe out is O, fold harvester is X, disable straw swath is the comma key. I don't know what button that would be for if you're playing on a controller, but it'll show you there. So under fold harvester is the disable straw swath. So let's see, make it show me the lines, please. Thank you. So we'll get lined up and I'll illustrate exactly what happens. So I'll leave the straw on. Oop, it helps if I lower it and turn the thing on, doesn't it? Here you go. Lock on. So with your swath on, this is what happens. It comes into a row, but if you hit comma to turn it off, and then just hold on 1 second, and it sprays it everywhere. And if I'm correct, I think if you disable swath, you actually do get like a mulch state for the field. If I go to map, let's see, go over here. Is it farmland? No. Soil composition, mulched. Yeah. So by disabling the swath, you actually do get a mulch state, which once you plow or cultivate, the mulch state will then turn into the first fertilization stage. So if you do turn swath off, you do get a stage of fertilization effectively out of it. But if you have cows or another way you're going to utilize straw, maybe it's worth turning the mulch off, which I like to do. But if you wanted to, you know, like I said, get that extra stage of fertilization done, you could turn it off. Turn off the swath. You know, it's totally up to you. And by default, it does have swath off, so you have to turn it on manually at first. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. I'm gonna swap back here to AI. And again, feel free to let me know if anybody else, or I mean, if you have another question, that's totally fine. I'm down. I like helping people out and entertaining people. That is right now my hobby. Maybe someday it could be a job, but it's okay if it doesn't turn into actually anything. All right, let's see. Because what I would love to do is start doing some tutorial videos. I'd like to kind of tap into that a little bit. But I'd like to, you know, because to really be able to do that, I have to do more research and see, like, what are the commonly asked questions, and look up to see what videos have been made thus far and see if there's kind of a gap. Like, you know, well, everybody's been asking these questions, and even though there's all these tutorial videos, hey, you know, nobody's answered this question or something like that. Because, you know, being a very small YouTube channel, I did not get access to the pre-release. Oop, I forgot it doesn't turn on. Always remember when you swap back to the baler to turn it on, because every time you swap over, it turns it off. Which you're probably telling me that right now as you're watching. Turn it on! But it's really easy to forget in the moment. And there we go, another bale. But hopefully you'll see how much money we're about to make on selling the straw bales that I'm not going to use. Like how much money you'll make off of that. Oh. My guy, he is full up. Let's go get another load. Be another, you know, six-ish. I think it'll be like 6,200 or so for a whole load. The other way was more, which you'll see, because we'll get to cultivating soon to plant the grass. So you'll see that that'll give us the first stage of fertilization here in a little bit. First, we gotta get all this harvested, and we still have that small sorghum field to get to. So there's a lot we're harvesting today, which is great. Because I mean, we are now pushing $30,000 made just tonight. So I mean, that's a pretty good harvest. And this is just with the starting fields you have. I have not bought another field. Plus, I didn't take care of the weeds before, so I don't even have like 100% yield bonus. I think my yield bonus is somewhere around 56, 57%, something like that, because I didn't take care of the weeds. So you could imagine, like, we could have made close to, like, you know, $60,000, $80,000, without the weeds. So it'll be worth getting rid of the weeds, because a sprayer, so grass will constantly grows. And if you spray the weeds won't grow back in grass because you don't run the cultivator again, so you don't have a chance for weeds to start growing again. So it's worth it to lease a sprayer, especially for grass. But anyways, I'm acting like that's so far away. I'll just go ahead and drive there myself. Whatever. It's close enough. I can probably get there just a titch faster than AI does, so we'll just run over here real fast. Oh, there goes the USPS, not the UPS. Good grief. Nice little wraparound driveway. I wonder where he's going, though, because I wonder if they, like, actually have, like, a delivering mail animation. Like, legit go to actual addresses on the map for a second and stop in their driveway. Be pretty interesting. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Yeah, 6,700 per load, so that's still pretty good. And we're not having to drive all the way to the farmer's market. Instead of being 4,000 meters away, it's like 1,083 or something like that. It's a lot closer trip. And it's only like $200 less, which to me is worth it right now. Yeah, $45,000. Holy crap. Yeah, now we've made 33-ish thousand. And again, that's just from harvesting. That's not even counting the bales yet. And we probably still have at least a full load. I bet we have... Get all these trees. We may have another full load. Yeah, he's at 20% already. Yeah, we may have another load. I mean, another full trailer or so of wheat left, plus the sorghum field over there, which is another 1 or 2 loads of sorghum. So we're doing pretty good. Lock on. Turn on. There you go. Aren't you guys proud of me? I finally remembered to turn the cultivator on before or the baler on before I started rolling again. Crazy. But I've seen some people in a Facebook group really, like, talk bad about this game. They're like, oh, like, I'm just gonna play 22. Like, why would you play this game? I was like, well, if you remember, 22 didn't start off perfect either. Like, they had to release updates. They didn't have mods at the beginning. Like, there's some mods now for this game, but not a lot right now. And sure, the GPS tool right now isn't better than the mod was, but it's still pretty dang good. Definitely better than the base game. So, like, the 24 or the 25 base game compared to 22 is a lot better. Like, there's no argument there. It is better. It's just some kinks they have to hammer out. And some people were talking like it's like glitches and bugs in the game are like game breaking. It's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Like it may do some things like stuttering, which I've noticed tonight. Which Runner Alexander, you remember like last stream, the game was stuttering a little bit, but I don't even think there's any stuttering right now. So I mean, they're already doing some improvements. And again, to me, none of them before were game breaking. So I don't know. You see how this line, it keeps me locked on to this line because it's a wider radius of a turn. Like, so AI will actually kind of smoothly go through this turn because of that. And we'll swap over to this one. Lock on. It just doesn't like those really sharp, like right angle turns and stuff. Because it'll go to the end, back up, then kind of start the new row with a nice curved radius when you make a field. It'll then let that AI just kind of continuously go around that turn and not have to stop and back up and do all that. Because like you see right here, I kind of lose the line. About to fill up. I don't worry about locking on right now. I can kind of show you. I'll stay locked on. And then it just loses that line. So then the AI would have to back up. Because, you know, as you get closer to the middle, the radius decreases. The turn gets sharper as you go in. I don't know what's that next line it's trying to lock onto. It's weird. So if you are getting into making your own fields, it's nice to have nice big arcs and smooth arcs for the edges of your corners of your field and stuff, instead of being so sharp. Just see how now this one is a continuous line. It'll keep on driving. All you just have to do is keep hitting the gas. And or AI is going to be really efficient to be able to just smoothly drive through here instead of having to back up and all that. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you start like making your own fields, which we are about to be combining 2 fields in a minute. Once we get all this harvesting taken care of and all these bales filled up, sold, and stored, then I plan on doing a few other things on the farm tonight. I have a little bit of a short list of things I wanted to do tonight. Hopefully we'll get to all of them. I mean, if people are still watching, I can very well stream for... See, for me, it's 10:30 local time, or almost 10:24 p.m. And I am typically night out, like... Plus, I'm working from home tomorrow, so I mean, I could easily stream for another, like, 4 hours, you know? So, if another person is still sticking around here in 4 hours, then, hey, I'm fine with still gaming. Totally fine. So we'll see how much we get done tonight, but I'm hoping we're about to make a crap ton of money. Hopefully, honestly, be pushing like $100,000 would be nice. But there's some things we're going to be buying and doing, so we'll have in the bank less than that, but I'd like to see a decent amount in the bank at some point tonight. We'll see. We should be able to pick up this last bit before it fills up. Yep. And then we did one more headland, it looks like. There's a line here, but the... maybe I need to go over here. Turn it to 3. There we go. It doesn't automatically remember what amount of headlands and working with you use for the AI itself. So sometimes if you're going back and forth, you have to tell it, hey, change to 3 instead of 2 headlands, because typically it automatically do 2 headlands, but I changed the AI to do 3, so when I swap back to manual, it still kept the original default of 2 instead of changing to 3 automatically that I use for the AI. So there are some things you have to watch out for as you're trying to utilize AI and do some stuff yourself at the same time. So the main thing to keep an eye on is make sure your The amount of headland rows is correct, and your working width is correct. Otherwise, your baler won't line up with your lines. Which I don't know what this extra little sideline keeps coming from. Whenever it looks like the AI just did it smooth, so I don't know why it keeps doing that. And as you can see, it is another full load of grain we're getting here. Of the wheat, so let's run over here real fast. Get another trailer load. That should give us another 6,700. And again, we started with 11,800. So, I mean, we are making some serious bank right now. Like $33,000 so far. It's crazy to me. I did not realize we'd be making that much money tonight. Just in the harvest itself, not even with bales yet. That's pretty crazy. We're almost there. Yeah, if you guys are playing along with me, or if you know you kind of playing this game at all, I hope you're having a good time with it. So far, I've been really enjoying it. Oop, there we go. Didn't quite top me off all the way for some reason. Should I go around and not block him? Because I mean, so far it seems AI is still smarter. Which I mean, AI still has problems, right? Like, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's still definitely better. I will give it that for sure. I like the sound you get from rolling over the straw and stuff. We're gonna cut this guy off. This is the IRL. I'll be cussing myself out right now. Like he'd be rolling down his window, cussing me or something. I was coming home from work last week. Right? Oh no, it had to have been Monday, because there's no way it was almost over 2 weeks ago. So it had to have been Monday, actually. I was on my way home back from work. Almost home. There's a school bus. But this guy I saw up ahead of me is a 2-lane, really a total of 4-lane road. So 2 lanes, a median, and then 4 more lanes. And I saw up ahead of me, this guy was getting ready to turn. He had a person behind me, sure. This guy, he flipped on his blinker. He was slowing down, turning. Like, it wasn't like a really long slowdown. It was totally normal. Like, he started slowing down, whatever, like 150 feet or however long in front of it, you should start turning in or turn on your blinker and slowing down. Because it was like a 45 mile per hour zone. So this guy, he didn't slam on his brakes and flip his blinker on. He didn't, brake for a mile or something. He just turns on his blinker, slows down, gets into the median to turn. Well, the dude behind him, just rolls down his window and flicks this guy off for like no reason, like honks and everything. I'm like, he did nothing wrong. He just turned on his blinker. He even got out of your way, So there's a turn lane in the median. So I mean, he turned his blinker, but he slowed you down by like half a second, but you're gonna roll down and flick him off and all that, which is so stupid. Because you can actually get in trouble for road rage for flipping somebody off. So it's like, dude, was that even worth it? Well, you're in the AI's way, but I don't even know why he's coming through here right now. Really, he's in our way. Oh, is that what that random line is for? Is that little strip? That's crazy. Okay, well, you do that, and I guess technically I was in his way. Well, there you go. Whoa, why did it lock on that line back there? Yeah, sometimes locking onto the line you want to is a little tricky. But there we go. I did the thing, I forgot to turn it on again. I was so worried about getting out of the dude's way that my mind got a little off here. There we go. Got a little distracted. We hit the $50,000 mark already. That's nice. Yeah, we'll see what all we can do with the money we're about to get, but I'm hoping we're about to do most, if not all, the things I'd like to do tonight. That would be nice. So hopefully we'll have a nice farm upgrade. Now this guy's done. We gotta get over to this field anyways. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and pipe out, and I'm gonna dump it into this trailer. Be the quickest thing to do because I have to go up over here to this field anyways. So dump this out. Do 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 do. There we go. Okay. Go back over here. Just 2 is fine for this little field. Okay, and higher. This one should swath, I think. I left swathing on, so if it'll swath, we'll see it swath. Let me dismiss. Enable swath, please. Not available for current cross. Okay, I couldn't remember if sorghum will swath or not. It doesn't swath. Well, there you go. That's fine. Then we'll just let him harvest. And so this guy, again, we'll just go ahead and sell the wheat. That's fine. We're going to have enough money that if we do start chickens, we can buy some more wheat, or maybe a year or two before we even get chickens anyways, and by then we could have a whole new wheat harvest at some point, so I'm not going to worry about saving this. Let's get it going, because again, right now, money in the hand is worth a lot more to me at the moment than it is for money for the future. Because I want to make some advancements right now on the farm, and I can't do that by waiting 6 months. Like, I want to do it now, so we're sell stuff now so we can do stuff now. If we waited, again, we would have made like an extra, not much, like an extra 200 per load. We've done, I haven't been keeping count, maybe like 6 loads. So we only would have made like an extra $1,200 or something, you know? Well, not, because that would be $200 per 1,000 liters. Holds almost 7. 1,400 per load, 6 loads. So we would have made extra like 7,200. Just again, not that much. So to me, it's not worth waiting for. Let's just go ahead and sell it. So, like, what's it worth right now? An extra 7,200 in 6 months, or, you know, the $50,000 right now? Well, I'll take the $50,000 right now. Thank you. Like, not a very hard decision for me. Anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna park this guy right here, get ready to sell the sorghum. We'll kind of back it up a little bit out of the way. Lock on, turn back on, and hit the gas. There we go. But it's supposed to be cooling down a lot here for me. Tomorrow the high is 43 degrees Fahrenheit. I believe that's what it's supposed to be tomorrow. So the temperature is just kind of dropping for us. So I'm curious, how's the weather been for you guys? If you're gonna, you know, wherever you're at in the world or the U.S., how's temperature been for you? But some of you could be laughing, saying, "Huh, high 43, that's nothing." Which I get it. It's just my area. We usually get 1 decent snow a year, and by decent snow, I mean like 3 inches. That's a decent snow for us. So we don't get much snow. Just trying to take a peek at my to-do list here. Store, sell the wheat. Yep. We're going to be building the other cow pen for the younger cows here in just a little bit. Then, of course, we'll then move said cows over. Combine fields 3 and 4. Then we want to do all the field prep so we can plant grass and then maybe sell unwanted buildings. So there's a couple things we could do. There we go. I think if I turn it off, I can go a little bit faster. Yeah. Um, I'll go ahead and did not mean to turn that flashlight on. Turn it off. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up this little bit, and then we'll turn around and start doing the main rows. Maybe that little bit right there. Lock on. Didn't turn it on. There we go. Now I'll do these up and downs. This is the last bit of baling we have to do because, as you saw earlier, sorghum will not swath. So this is just the last few rows we got to do. I'll say few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows. Well, 11. Looks like it just didn't quite render. At least not a full row. Well, like a half. So like 10 and a half-ish rows left. We'll be done baling. And then we still have to get the bale pickup so we can easily load them all up and sell them all together. And when I saw a video of somebody selling bales earlier today, it seems like selling the bales now is a little bit smoother than it was before. Because before, like, you have a stacker, you lean it back, and then the hay bales go down it. And then before, it would kind of only sell like 2 or 3 at a time. It had to be completely off the trailer, and it would slowly sell them. But now you tilt it back and just go to unload, it'll automatically sell like half the trailer instantly. As soon as it gets down to like, you know, the front pieces get down to like half the trailer, then it go ahead and sells them all. So it seems to be now it's going to be faster to sell than it used to be, which is nice. Especially when you have a bunch of bales. You can essentially, you know, sell bales in almost half the speed as far as like the unload time. I'm going to miss that little bit because of the bale. That's all right. These are pretty tight turns too. So far we've had 19 different viewers. So far, I mean, I'm totally fine with that. See, we're an hour and 40. The last 40 minutes have gone by really fast. That's crazy because it feels like just a second ago I said it was 10 o'clock. Man, there was one stream. I saw somebody streaming earlier today, and I was like, yeah, you know, I'm at work. Yeah, I'll give it a listen to. So I turned over to it, and I was only on there for like 2 minutes, and he was not talking at all. And that whole, you know, couple minutes I was watching, I say whole, right? Those couple minutes I watched, the only thing he said was he had like AI go and sell something. He saw the price come up, you know, in the top corner over here, and he's like, oh wow, that was the sell price, and that was it. That's the only thing he said. I was like, okay, this is too dang boring. So I left the stream. I'm like, you gotta talk, you gotta do something. So I'm hoping all this talking I'm doing doesn't, you know, irritate you guys or ruffle your feathers, because I like when people talk in stream. I don't know. I just thought it was really weird he wasn't talking, and I was like getting no entertainment watching this guy, so I just left. Maybe I'm crazy, but because he had like 1.1 thousand subs, I'm like, why does he have that many subs? Like, this is so boring. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Hey, you know, I guess to each his own. I guess if somebody just wants to watch somebody and have zero commentary, then I guess that's for you, but definitely not for me. But man, we're just getting so much. I haven't even counted how many bales we've got in this field. I keep going past it. We may come back through and pick up those little spots, or I may say forget it. We'll keep rolling on. Let's see how many hay bales we got right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-ish? See how much of a percentage we get from a single row. So we'll get like... Holy crap. Yeah, we got enough for a single bale in one row. I hadn't been paying attention to that. So we get 18, that's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, we'll have over 24 bales easy for this row. So that's a ton of bales. A ton of bales. This is crazy. Again, I knew we'd be making money tonight, but I honestly didn't think it was going to be this much, especially since we didn't get the 100% yield bonus, because I kind of messed up on not handling the weeds early. But we're not going to miss this chunk, dang it. I missed enough chunks. Pick it up. Yeah, it's like a 7%. Yeah, we may have to go back. If we don't have quite a full bale at the end of this, we'll go back and pick up the spots we missed. But otherwise, if our last bale, you know, it's pretty much when we're done doing these main rows, then it's not worth going back to pick up the little bit we missed, because there's no, it's not going to be a full bale. So we'll see where we're at when we finish picking up the main rows here. And, you know, that'll determine, to me, whether or not it's worth coming to pick up these last little patches I missed. We may end up just leaving them. We'll see. Sorry, fussing at me, saying, hey, we hit 80%. We'll back up. And keep on rolling. 15%. Wow. Just from that little piece. It's crazy. Lock on. And keep holding forward. Man. Like the bailing, it just doesn't end. I swear I've been bailing forever. It's crazy. I mean, it wasn't too long in the stream that I leased this baler. And we literally, you know, we've been bailing this whole time. The cultivator looks like it's almost done. Make sure we don't overshoot dumping the bale. There we go, that's pretty good. Now we can lock back on. Now, I assume most of you guys watching are either really interested in the game or do actually play Farm Sim yourself, but I'm curious, of the current viewers I have, like, what are other games you like to play? Curious to kind of see, like, what kind of games you guys are interested in. Then here's a little strip we turn swathing off for. We'll go past this. Stay locked on again. Loop around. Lock on. There we go. Because right now I do play a little bit of Black Ops 6, but I really only play that the nights like I'm not really streaming, because I only like to stream on nights where I know I'm going to have plenty of time to do that. So like other times during the week where I only have, like, you know, 30 minutes or an hour available at a time, then I'll just play a little bit of Black Ops 6. And now I have, let's see, I have 2 gold RPG camos, maybe 2 gold, I think 2 gold AR camos, and I almost have a sniper camo. So I'm probably like another hour or 2 away, and I'll have 5 gold camos right now. For Black Ops 6, but that's for multiplayer camos. I don't play much zombies right now. It seems pretty fun, but I need to watch a couple more YouTube videos on Black Ops 6 Zombies to see how to make it farther in that mode, but it seems pretty fun. But to me, multiplayer camos are more impressive than the zombie camos. So, to me, I enjoy doing multiplayer more than I do zombies, but there are some times where playing multiplayer can be really frustrating when you get people spawn camping and everything, so you can get some really good like highs with playing the multiplayer version, but you can also get some really bad lows playing it. You're playing zombies now. We beat Liberty Falls and on Terminal. Nice, Ryan. So you playing like a Black Ops 2 zombies right now, I'm assuming? Which I was talking to Nick the last time I streamed, and you know, he was kind of talking about maybe playing Farm Sim himself pretty soon, especially if it goes on sale. Like, I told him, hey, like, if he wants to play, or you want to play, Ryan, like, we could have like our multiplayer map going. That would be fun, but that's okay if you don't want to. And if you didn't want that being part of the channel, that's fine. I could just play with you guys and not record it. Like, that's totally fine. Especially streaming, I know, because like if we're playing and streaming, then you know there's some personal things and stuff like you just can't say. So I completely understand if you'd rather just leave like a multiplayer play of this game just as like a private play with you. Like, that would be fine. Let's finish picking this up. But I do like that Black Ops 6 is in the Xbox Game Pass right now. I still have not bought the game. I have bought the Season Pass, though. I don't even own the game itself, but I spent money on the Season Pass. So we might get a full load by picking up these little batches. So we're going to try to pick them up and see if we can get close. Because there's some decent patches here and there. See, let's turn it off so we can go faster. We'll go to the other end. Because once you don't have a, if you're done picking it all up, and you don't have a full bale, you can't dump the bale and just have a smaller bale. You'll just lose whatever. Which sucks, so I'll have to return this bale. If there's anything else I was trying to bale with this baler, there's nothing I could do because there's just all this. You'll go G. I mean, maybe if I turned the automatic drop off, it would let me unload a small bale. Maybe what I have to do. Let's turn it off. Let's see. Turn off with Z. Turn off. Turn on. Yeah, so it still won't let you drop a bale. And again, if there's straw in this or some other material and you're wanting to bale another material, well then you still can't use that baler until that baler is empty, or unless you know it has the same thing in it that you're trying to bale. But what will be nice about this field now, if we check the map, this field will be well, it's kind of patchy because he missed some areas. I mean, you can see it on the ground. But at least we're essentially getting mostly a free, what's the word I'm looking for? Free stage of fertilization. Because once this is cultivated, you know, all but those little spots on the field will have that first layer of cultivation to it, or of fertilization to it, so that'd be really nice. Oh, it's canola, that's why. I thought this was sorghum. That's why I'm not getting wheat. It's canola. Silly, silly me. I'm curious, what is canola's pricing even look like right now? Because it forced us to plant canola in this field at the beginning of the game. Oh yeah, CA. Ooh. Okay, canola is a pretty decent jump. I don't know how much. I think I may actually store the canola because it's actually a pretty bigger. It's a decent jump there from the low to the high price. Plus, now we've made this extra money, so I'm fine with just storing the canola for now. Plus, you can store all the different crop types in their silos. So it's not like I can only store 2 crop types of these 2 silos. Like you can store, you just have like a total mass, a total like liter capacity it can hold, but you can have all kinds of different, you can have like all the different crop types in this terminal if you wanted to, basically. So I'll plant by storing canola now does not affect me being able to store wheat in this silo for the future. So we're almost done harvesting. All we have left is that little bit of canola. Let's do a quick drive-by and see how much honey has spawned over here. Another box, nice. And then we're going to have to do something with all these straw bales, and then we're going to prep the fields. Ooh, is this his last run? Completed the task. Let's go. He should automatically pipe out, I think. Or maybe I just drop to him and he'll pop out. No? Okay. Fine. I think that's going to be close. Oh, yeah. Okay. Barely enough to trigger it. But hey, that works. Yeah, I knew it wasn't much. Okay, well. Let's run this over. We'll eventually sell this canola. But for now, it's worth the extra weight. It's like 700. Yeah, about $700 per 1,000 liters. So it's worth it to me, especially now that we've made the money selling all the wheat. So I'm okay with storing this for a little extra money later on. It just went, okay, done. That was really fast. Really fast. All right. So now that that's done, I have a half amount to sell this building, honestly. I think that doesn't have a ton of use. There's like actual bale storage buildings where you can drop off bales and automatically like store it in the building. You pull up to it and say, hey, I want this many bales. It'll unload, but it unloads like on the ground. Then you still have to like stack it on a trailer and whatnot. Now, there's been a glitch going on with those sheds. Those bale storage sheds. So until that gets fixed, it's not really worth building one yet. I would like to have one on the farm, but right now it's not really worth doing until they fix that glitch. That is one building I'd like to get added at some point. There we go. We're not worrying about backing that thing all the way in. So now that that's done, first thing, we're done with the baler. Vehicles. I just don't like how there used to be a separate tab where you can see all of your leased stuff or what you owned, like in a picture format. That was a lot better than this. Bell handler, no. Yeah, this one. I didn't even realize my bell handler is the same brand as my baler. I just not realized that. So we want to return it. Yes, it has some straw in it, but I don't care. It's not enough to do anything with. It has been returned. Thank you. That way we're not constantly paying for a baler we're not even using anymore. Now, we're going to go ahead and lease this nice transport. Want this guy, it'll do 125, 150, up to 180 round bales. That's exactly what we want to do. This one can't pick up bales. Like this one, you can lower it and automatically load bales, which is nice. That's why I want to do this one. To lease this one, 2,500, not bad. That's like 5 bales. So that is totally fine. Pick up a leased vehicle. All right, cool. We'll pick up all these bales. We'll save maybe like half a trailer load. That's like 12 bales. We'll save like that many bales, and then we're going to sell the rest probably. Or depending on the pricing, it may be worth holding on to some bales and selling those later as well. If there's a really cheap field we could afford, we could buy, harvest, and then flip a field. I don't even know if there's a field worth like $50,000. You know, I really like these big barges you'll see coming through here. It's very cool looking. We'll just turn right in front of the school bus. It's fine. While we're here, let's do a repair on our tractor here. Try not to hit this guy. Hard to interact. Paint condition, meh. I just want to do the repair. We are not repainting. If you're going to sell your equipment, it's worth doing the paint and the repair. You'll get more than your money back on spending the money to do that. But you only want to repair your vehicle every now and then, because your vehicle will actually start, its max speed will start to go down as it needs repairs. So for the sake of time and you know, making your life a little easier, it's worth repairing your vehicles every now and then. Again, if you plan on selling it, definitely bring it here, repair it, and repaint it, and then go sell it, because you get extra money too for bringing it there to sell. Some of the cheaper items, though, it's not enough of a bonus really to care about. If it's a cheaper, more expensive item like a tractor or some expensive equipment, then yeah, drive it over there to sell it. But so don't forget to do that. It's a good way to get a little bit of extra money. There's a new add-on for a movable repair station. Ah, that would be cool. Which I know you can actually build like a workshop at your place to fix vehicles. That could be worth it at some point. Now, this thing will not lock on to lines or anything. You just have to pick up your bales yourself. Hit B to lower it. And then we'll see how smooth it is. 22, the pickup was pretty smooth. What did I just hit? I'm curious to see how well it snaps. And yep, pretty much the same. Easy peasy. You don't have to do one field at a time. You can do a crisscross and do whatever, but then it pushes that road back, so it takes a little bit of time to process. There you go. Yeah, this thing still doesn't like to turn very sharp. It didn't like to turn very sharp in 22 either. I don't know if I'm going to be selling these now, because again, I know eventually I want to be selling most of these for sure. I'm only going to save. I don't know. I could save half a load, but again, though, I don't have a storage silo for manure, so it might not be worth saving that much. I may just save like 6 of these or something. Yeah, we're finished that field. Let that push back. Does wheat turn into bales? So this is from turning on the swath. So that lets the straw go behind you in a row behind your harvester. And then you can go back and bale that straw like I did now. And then you can use that straw for a couple of different things. If you have a cow barn, like the one I have over there, if you put straw in there and you build in a manure silo extension, that's what it's technically called, You place it near that, and then what'll happen then once you have straw in there is then your cows will start producing manure, and then you can use that manure to turn around and make fertilizer, and you can sell to like the power plant, I think, as well. So a couple things you can do with manure. But then you can also use straw to help boost the volume of your total mixed rations you can make for cows, and I think for horses too. Because your total mixed ration is a mix of silage and hay, and then you can utilize straw in your mixture. It's a very small amount you can add, but that if you use straw, it's a lot cheaper than either hay or silage. And if you mix that in, that gives you a little bit more TMR for a little bit cheaper. So, and plus too, you can also just straight up sell your bales of straw. Do I play seasonal harvest? Yeah, I left a seasonal harvest on. So I can show you if I go over here to the calendar, it looks very normal. So this is the first month of July, so I was able to harvest my wheat. Now we're actually ready to move on to doing some grass. So now I can finally grow and harvest my own hay. Before I didn't have enough money really to even lease grass cutting equipment, let alone own it. But by the time I sell some more of these, I am going to save some of these for TMR. Right now, I don't still, in my mind, I don't want to spend the money to buy the manure extension right now, because you still get slurry automatically from cows. So to me, it's not worth using the straw for manure, but I may save some bales to make TMR. And I know with the amount of cows I have right now, I need to do like 3 or 4 TMR mixes in a year, which one TMR load actually only uses like a half a bale. So realistically, I could actually get through a whole year with only like, 2 bales. I don't know why it keeps snapping. My tractor keeps like snapping. I don't know why it's doing that. I've never seen it do that before. I'm really only holding W. I'm not touching any other key when it does that. So I don't know what it's doing. We've got a full load of straw already. Gotcha. No, I understand. So I really started playing 22, not even a year ago, maybe like 9 months ago, and then I heard about 25. I was like, okay, well, I'll still kind of mess with 22 a little bit, but I really wanted to wait to really play until 25 came out. So no, don't worry about it being overwhelming. It definitely is. Learn about all the crops, all the things you can do. Like each crop is, somewhat different. Now, wheat, barley, canola, and oat aren't a lot different. Canola is the only one that won't give you straw, but you can still get straw from wheat, barley, and oat. Corn, there might be a way to do something with that. After you harvest it, I think you can do something to get some straw on it. It's crazy too. Like I still don't know everything for sure. Like I still haven't messed with grapes or olives, poplar, red beet. Like I still only do the main things like wheat, barley, oats, some canola, and then grass. I got into a little bit in 22 doing cows, but this is my first time really actually trying to get into dairy farming. Because before in 22 I tried to do dairy farming, but I just didn't have money and it was real slow to try to get enough money to finally like do something with it. But at 25, you're able to start off with a lot more money. Like you can start with up to $1 million. That's without loans. You can start with $1 million in your account. So you can buy the barn, you can buy cows, you can get a lot set up in this game quicker. So when are you supposed to sleep? Is it like cheating to skip time, or well, what or when do you sleep? So you have to have some kind of farmhouse. If you start with the farm, see, is there the closer tractor? Here, we'll run this over. So if you do the starting farm, you'll already have a house you can sleep at. I can show you in the build tab where to get a house as well. But you can sleep anytime during the day. I won't right now because I'll lose a month to do some field prep to grow the grass. But if you go, Shift P to build, go over here to sheds, silos, silo extensions. Silo extensions, when I was talking about manure earlier, this is your manure heap extension. That's what you would put next to the barn. But if you go over here, maybe it's farmhouses. Here you go. Maybe even some houses and constructibles too. Yeah, farmhouse. So there's houses in the constructibles. But if you don't want to worry about doing that, over here in farmhouses, these are already built. You just buy them and boom, they're there. But then that'll give you a spot to sleep in. And you can sleep anytime during the day. If you were to hit sleep, you could say exactly what time the next day you want to sleep or wake up at. So all this time will be the time you wake up in the next day. You can set it as early as, there you go, midnight, and then up to 30 minutes before midnight the next day. I don't know why you would do that, but that is an option. Yeah, wheat and barley planted right now. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, those are wheat and barley. Those grain crops are definitely the easiest to start out on. Number one, just because of the you don't need a lot of like this specialized equipment to harvest it and all that jazz. You can use all the starting equipment, and basically the starting equipment should be everything you need. Now I got a spreader for lime and fertilizer, but that's just boost your yield. You don't have to do that. I mean, you can't. So I mean, you have all you technically need to grow and harvest those base, grain type of crops early, as soon as you start with the starting field. So yeah, definitely good. Like you said, that you're just starting the game, so those are good crops to kind of get you started on. Just kind of figure out just the standard process, how to prep a field and all that. And then I don't even think I'm gonna back this thing in. I'm just gonna pull this thing forward in here. I'm not worried about it. Bam. Okay. So from one of my fields, I didn't pay attention to how much. I know, like, from, let's say from this field, I want to say I got like 2 trailers. And so, and that's with weeds. So my yield bonus is only like 50 something percent. It wasn't a 100% yield bonus because of the weeds. I didn't deal with the weeds earlier like I should have. But for this field, I got like 2 or 3 maybe too much. Some more like 2 trailer loads of wheat. And then and then each load came out to like 6,900. So I was getting with these smaller, go to the map here. So with this, or like with 3, 4, 5, like these fields, total, let's talk with total. So I started this gameplay with like 11,800. So the time I had like, farm maintenance and stuff going on and sold just the crop itself, I made over $32,000 in these first 4 starting fields with, 4 and 5 and 2 were wheat and 3 was canola. So in those 4 fields starting out, I got $32,000. And that is just from the grain itself, not even including on what I'm doing with straw, which is what I want to look at now is prices for straw to see if it's worth me holding on to it. If I should just go ahead and sell what I'm wanting to sell. All right, so what you're getting here, this should be per 1,000 liters is all these pricings are. So right now it's $99. The peak is $140 in December. Plus, I know I'm going to be using some for TMR. I could eventually throw some in to get manure at some point this year anyways. So I may just dump all these straw bales and hold on to them and then sell them in like December. I think that's my plan here. So yeah, see, I got somewhere like between $8,000 to $10,000 per field, which granted you had this big field that affected that average more. But by the time I hired AI to do all the driving around, the farm maintenance, like monthly bill that came through, and leasing equipment on top of that too. So that costs extra money. You know, so probably gross, I made about $12,000 per field, but then by the time I had all those expenses that added up, you know, that kind of got my profit per field down some. But I'm trying to think, I may just store it. I may just store all this right here. I don't use these two storage sheds at all, so we kind of get. Well, I don't want to hug too close though, because it's gonna be hard for me to pick it up. I just realized that. I think about it. Now this trailer does not like hard turns. It's kind of frustrating because you want to drop them off where it's easy for this pickup to pick them back up. Yeah, even like this turn it doesn't like. What should you do until your wheat and barley is ready? Put canola in the third field. Let's see. So if your wheat and barley, yeah, like if you still have a chance here, you want to plant canola. That's what I would do. If you're trying to plant another crop right now, then yeah, I would do canola because I assume right now that means like you're in August. And sure, there's poplar, but that's specialized equipment. It'd be a lot of money to even lease it than it'd be worth really with these smaller fields. To do specialized, you really want to own like a big field or a couple of big fields before it's even worth leasing the equipment to do it. So yeah, so for your situation, I would say plant canola. I wouldn't plant anything else really. Um, Maybe, and I mean, unless you have some extra money, you could lease some equipment for grass. Grass, you can get 3 harvests in a year. It only takes like 2 or 3 months, I think, for grass to grow all the way to get ready to cut. So you get multiple harvests of the grass. Which I can buy some grass equipment, but I'm about to actually lease some grass equipment myself when it's ready to harvest. That's what I'm doing next, is getting some grass going, but yeah, doing canola is a safe bet for you. But there should be a little bit extra money with grass if you decide to go that route. I actually want to kind of hug it because I can get the pickup closer to the barn, so I'm fine with kind of hugging the... Hug it. Hug it. There we go. Then we'll just unload right here. Bam. Oh, I forgot the... Well, there we go. We'll have to fold it up right now. It's okay. It's a little messy, but it'll work. I forgot that it has to unfold whenever it's trying to unload. Oh, yeah. I think I'm actually stuck. I might can get out here and open a door. Let's see. Pay no attention to me. No, I might have to go in the barn. Hold on. We'll get this fixed. Can you use the red harvester the game gave me for all 3, right? Yep, that harvester is good for a lot of things. I was trying to, it's not what I meant to hit. I'm trying to go to P. All right, so if you look at harvesters, where are harvesters down in here? Drivable trailers, soil, seeding, yield improvements, combine harvesting. Boom. Here you go. So you start with this Massey Ferguson. If you click over here, it kind of shows you the symbols for all the crops it can do. So you get your hay and oats and barley and canola and sorghum, sunflowers. That's not green beans. Is that soybeans? Maybe corn and something else. So yeah, your base red harvester you start off with will do several different crops actually. Thought I could open gate. That's what you gotta do. You gotta click. I'm pretty sure there's a way to open. Okay, that may fix it actually. Let's see. Oh. Because is it not detached, toggle steering mode, honk, toggle detach? Why is it not giving me the... There we go. Good grief. Huh. What is going on with this thing? It's like stuck like this. What the heck is going on? Why is it not letting me... Like, I know it just glitched out a minute ago. I wonder if it's worth detaching. And then attaching back. I don't know what's going on. I got 30 chickens right now with 100 health. Thought the eggs would be more. Can't tell if it will be worth it. Let's go see what eggs are even worth right now in this game. Chickens were kind of worth it before in 22. I actually had chickens first because it's pretty, compared to cows, it's a lot cheaper to get into. Go to pricing over here. Let's check out some eggs because I mean, like, chickens are the easiest and cheapest animal to take care of. Yeah, eggs. Peaks at 4,100, and let's say if you're using wheat, 4,100 compared to 1,200 per 1,000 liters. So I think if I remember the ratio, you almost get like 3 times your money if you just put wheat straight in. To your chickens, you get about 3 times your money back on that, or 3 times the money you would have made off of wheat, basically. By the time you consider the expenses and everything, it's about what it is. So, which of course, the less amount of chickens you have, I mean, you still get, putting that amount of wheat, then you still get 3 times your money, but because it's just like 30 chickens, that it's a good ratio, but because it's only 30 chickens, you multiply that ratio times 30 chickens, it's not a lot of money. But it's still a more income than you would have got from harvesting just that wheat. So after a while, it will become worth it. I wonder if I can detach it and then grab the bale off of it, if it'll function right. Let's do that, I guess. Raise it up.